Hey guys, welcome back or welcome to my channel. If this is your first time clicking on a video, my name is Talya. Welcome. Make sure you hit that subscribe button so you can become part of the TN family today. Give this video a big thumbs up if you enjoy and want to see more. And don't forget to hit that gray notification bell so you get notified every time I post a freaking video. It has been a long time since I've sat in front of this little ring light and filmed a video for you guys, and I'm so excited to be back. Hopefully, knock on wood, I'll only keep getting better from here. At some point in this video, you guys will get a few clips from this past weekend. I've been really sick, filming a little bit, but not enough to make a whole vlog, so I'll probably just insert it somewhere into this video. But in today's video, I'm going to be doing another story time video so I can just sit, relax, talk to you guys a little bit. And I've been wanting to do this for a while now, so today's the very time. I really need to get me a chair or something in here, but whatever. Enough of the intro. Let's make it short, simple, sweet, whatever, and let's just get into the video. Okay, so today's story time is going to be the birth of my baby boy, Keegan. Now, this story obviously happened 6 years ago, so it is long time ago, but I think I still remember everything. I'm not going to be exact on times or anything like that, but I can just give y'all the overall round gist of the story, if that makes sense. So yeah, if you want to know the birth of my baby, then just keep watching. So, it all started, I was 19 years old when I delivered my son. I about knocked this whole ring light over. Anyway, so his original due date was July 27th of 2013. In my doctor's office, I don't know how it is where you are, but in my OBGYN, if you choose to be induced, you can at 39 weeks if you don't want to wait until 40 weeks. Of course, I said yes, because why would I want to keep being pregnant? It was so uncomfortable, so miserable, and I had a really hard time being pregnant just because, like, I kept going into, like, early labor. I wasn't really, like, you know, I had to go and be admitted in the hospital a couple times because contractions and all of that, so it was just a hot mess. So of course I said yes, like, and I think they were going to deliver me on July 22nd, which was not that much earlier, so I was kind of bummed out, but I was like, whatever, at least it's, or no, it was July 24th, because I was like, wow, that's like pointless, but at least it's going to be a couple days before the due date. So, little backstory, my dad's birthday is March 16th, so we always said how cool would it be if Keegan came on July 16th, but since his due date was on the 27th, I was like, there's no way he's going to come on the 16th, and especially when they planned my induction, I was like, dang, that would have been so cool, but, you know, it is what it is, whatever. Okay, so I think it was 37 weeks that it started, or it could have been a little bit before, because I was high risk because of the contractions and stuff. I went to doctor's appointment weekly and to do like checkups and ultrasounds and all that stuff. So I was at my I was 38 weeks and 3 days. No, 38 weeks and 4 days, and it was July 15th, and I had just went to my normal doctor's appointment. My dad went with me, you know. I went to the bathroom just to take like a normal mirror selfie with my belly because it wasn't nothing new to me. Like, I love taking pictures, you know, especially my bumps. So, ching, I just did it. I went back to my appointment. You know, they didn't say anything. You know, they were like, keep eating pineapples, taking warm baths, you know, try to get the baby to come. And I remember, I think I got like dizzy or something. So, I'm going to have to see, guys, my feet. I know I'm a little bit lower, but, you know. There. They gave me like, I think it was like grape juice and graham crackers, because I remember Snapchatting and my little sister slid up and was like, oh my god, are you in labor? And I was like, no. So we had went home after my appointment. Actually, me and my dad, this is all over the place. Me and my dad had stopped at Hardee's on the way home and got food, and then we were all sitting at the kitchen table, me and my dad and my papa. He was about to go mow grass, and I was sitting there, and I was like, wow, like, I'm starting to get, like, cramps, like, contractions coming on, like, but it was still mild at this point, so my dad was like, oh, you're fine, like, whatever, it'll go away. So, as I keep sitting there and eating, I'm like, oh my god, like, it's getting so bad. So, I remember I got up, and I went to my room to lay on the bed, and my papa went outside to mow the lawn, and then my dad was going into Keegan's nursery to set up the rocking chair. And I'm just like, Dad, like, this stupid rocking chair is not important. Like, oh my god, these contractions are strong and they're coming on fast. And he was like, oh, whatever, you know, it's probably just your usual. And I'm like, no, this is not, like, I'm like crying at this point. So he calls my mom, and my mom says to call the doctor. So that's what we did, and she said to time the contractions. So we timed them, and they were 2 minutes apart. And she was like, come now in the office and get checked immediately because you might be going into labor. And so my dad was like, okay. So my dad's booking it. I mean, flying. I'm screaming. Like, it was a whole shebang mess. So we finally get back to the doctor's office, and they were like, oh, you're back so soon. And I'm like, yeah, like, I can't breathe and stuff. So it was actually another doctor who worked in the office. I think my OBGYN was like doing something or something. So she just gets me back there and checks me. Like, I don't have to wait in line. They just get me back there. And she's like, you're 4 centimeters dilated. Like, you've got to go to the hospital. You're in labor. Keep in mind that I had been 3 centimeters for a couple months. So when I hit 4, they knew it was like coming. We didn't have any hospital bags packed, anything with us. Nothing. And luckily, like, where my OBGYN is, it's like right next door to the hospital. So we just head over there. My dad's on the phone with like my mom, my nana, my papa, like, come on guys, y'all gotta come, you gotta get the hospital bag, like, she's having this baby. I'm crying even more because now I'm scared. I don't want to go into labor. I'm like, no, Dad, I'm not ready. And he's like, ready or not, this baby's coming. I'm like, we've got to go. So we get into the hospital, which is kind of a blur. They get me right into my room, check me in, blah, blah, blah. I'm hurting so bad. I'm screaming through contractions. It's awful. It felt like a century before I got my epidural. Finally, I got it. All my family rushed in. Obviously, you know, everybody came. Like, the whole family came. Now, this is where I really can't give you guys much detail because I really honestly can't remember. Everything is such a blur. I do know that after a while my epidural wore off and I ended up having to get a second one. After that, I don't remember much. I remember I got to 10 centimeters and it was time to start pushing. And I pushed with all my might. And nothing was happening. Long story short, the doctor ended up making me push for 4 hours before my C-section. And if you have not watched how I got my severe chronic disease, go watch, because it was in child labor. But I'm not saying that to scare anybody, because the chance of this happening is 1 out of a million. First of all, you gotta look at how small I am. Like, they could have prevented this, because you can look at me and tell that a baby is not going to come out of me. Like, that is just impossible. So if you're a soon-to-be mom watching this or whatever, do not get scared or freaked out by my story, because I kind of hate telling it just because I don't want to freak out new moms. But at the same time, I want to get my story out there, and the only way to do that is to share with you guys the real, the raw, the reality. So, like I said, 1 in 1 million. I highly doubt this is what happened to you. And this was an on-call doctor. It was not my OBGYN, because obviously I went in on my own. So I just had to get who I got. So, yeah, then Keegan finally came. We had my C-section, and he was born at 1:44 in the morning. He was so cute. He was 5 pounds, 12 ounces. He was so little. I remember that I had all these newborn outfits, and he couldn't even fit in them. Like, they swallowed him. my Nana had to go out and get like preemie clothes, and they were still even so big, but I still have them, and I cry a lot when I pull out the preemie clothes just because it's crazy that he's 6, he'll be 7 in July, so it's just so crazy. But recovering from my C-section was really, really hard. I couldn't walk for probably like 2 or 3 weeks. And yeah, I don't know, like it was the best, but also one of the hardest times in my life. That kind of sums it up just because it's hard for me to go into full detail because it was so long ago. But all I know is I will definitely insert some pictures over the years, and yeah, this story is a little bit emotional just because for that story is the whole reason that I'm having to live the life that I'm living today. But it is what it is. I'm going to end this video by saying everybody has a story. I've gotten I've gotten so overwhelmed by how much support, and people text me, call me, message me, and be like, you know, you really have some, you know, you have a strong personality to be able to tell your story, and, you know, because it is a little TMI, but it's not TMI to me because I deal with it every single day, but, you know, the fact that I can get my story out, I hope to God it helps someone else, you know, because not everybody's comfortable like I am, but it is what it is. I hope eventually just get my story out there to everybody, because one thing I did not mention was I unexpectedly got pregnant 6 months after high school at 18. So it's been crazy ever since. Crazy. But I've always wanted a son. Keegan is by far the best thing that's ever happened to me. He's so cute, so lovable. He's just the best little thing ever. So yeah, that is going to wrap up today's story time and video. So I'll see you guys in the next video.